You know, I want to say in this video, I'm gonna get all these videos out the way. You know, I'm trying to do these videos and watch football at the same time, and I most certainly want to make sure I got the majority of the videos that I want to produce. I want to make sure they're out the way by tomorrow at noon when Michigan kicks the Ohio State Buckeyes ass up and down the field. I got to watch that game, and I just want to say at the beginning of the video, go Big Blue. Also, what I want to say before I get into the Laquan situation is I produced, and as I told y'all, I produced, I believe we're at 12 and 13 of my private rabbit hole series. Now listen, I want y'all to hear me. If you don't hear nothing else that I tell you, you got to hear this. If you are one who finds yourself arguing and debating with these pro-black, back to Africa, red, black, and green Negroes, you got to see this video. And the reason why I say that is because when you view the images that I have in this video, this is literally the final nail in the coffin. Final nail in the coffin. There will be no debate after this. As a matter of fact, you know, yesterday was y'all's holiday. Y'all sat around and y'all consumed all of the white meat and stuffing. And you probably sat around and you got into debate with your family, those pro-blacks, you know, the ones that always come around. The conversation always, if your family anything like mine, it always goes to religion or whatever the hot button issue is. And of course, me being the one who stands on the outside and don't drink the Kool-Aid like everybody else, I'm the one that's the target. So if you're that person in your family and you argue with these pro-black, back to Africa, red, black, and green, buffoonish ass Negroes, you have to see these two private videos. I'm telling you, if you don't hear nothing else I tell you, hear me when I say this. This is the final nail in the coffin. These are the final nails in the proverbial coffin of this shine. Trust and believe that. By now, y'all know the process. Send me an email. I'll send you a link. Now, in this video, I'm a little bit apprehensive to do this video because based upon the subject matter, I don't want no one to think that I'm gloating. I don't want nobody to think, well, you know, you just have to be right. I remember somebody, I can't remember who it was, made the mention that I'm a type of person that has to be right. And I would like to say to that person, no, I don't have to be right. It just so happens that I am right. It just works out that way. And I told y'all in a lot of my videos, as a matter of fact, I've said it. Matter of fact, let me say this. Let me back up. Let me say this first. Because I hear a lot of Negroes who come to me and they say, you know, you say the same thing in your videos. And when they say that, they mean it as an insult. And I have to often tell these Negroes, listen, Negro, if I was saying something different in all of my videos, then you would say I contradict myself in all of my videos. So now, since I say the same thing, no matter what the subject matter is, it's a consistency in my message, how is that an insult? They both can't be insults. Either contradicting yourself in every video is an insult, or remaining consistent in your videos, no matter what the subject matter, either that's the insult. And we already know that when you share social commentary, what you want is to remain consistent. Consistency. He doesn't flip-flop. He doesn't back up and walk back his, no, he remains the same, steadfast. No matter what the issue, his message is going to remain the same. Negro telling me I say the same thing in all my videos. I keep telling y'all, that's not an insult. You got to come with one better than that. You're complimenting me, Negro. But you black men are so dumb, y'all can't see it. And what I have been telling y'all throughout, ever since Trayvon Martin, I got videos up where I have told y'all this. And you Negroes have tried to argue with me. When I told y'all that a black life only has a value, say it with me, because y'all can repeat the sentence. It only has a value when that life has been taken by a white person or a white cop. And you're right. I've been saying that in all of these videos. Now we have it again, played out. And I'm not going to tell you I told you so. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to go there. I'm not going to gloat. This is something that I'm not going to do. So please do not think I'm gloating. I am not. I refuse. I refuse to say in this video, I told you so. I'm not going to do that. You're not going to hear me say that. You're not going to hear me point, or not point because you can't see me, but you're not going to listen to me say, I told you so. Even though I told you so. And now with this Laquan situation, we got you buck dancing, bojangling Negroes, and y'all marching in the street. Y'all just so mad. Y'all want justice for Laquan. Oh, he was shot, and he was shot 16 times. We're going to deal with that later. Y'all marching in the streets on y'all's Black Friday, and y'all upset. We want justice for Laquan. But now just the other day, you had a 9-year-old shot point blank in the face, lured into an alley, and executed. And you bojangling, buck dancing Negroes didn't say one word, not one protest. Over the summer, you had that young sister who was sitting doing her homework, struck with a stray bullet from one of you Laquan type Negroes. No outcry, no protest. Nothing. All of the black on black murders that have taken place, not just there in Chicago. And you don't hear nothing from you Negroes. But then when I come and I tell you Negroes, listen man, a black life doesn't have a value unless that life has been taken by a white cop or a white person. And you black men on social media become so butthurt when I tell y'all that. Y'all make these endless goofy ass videos. He's an Uncle Tom. How can he say that? How can I not say it? And not only how can I not say it, nigga, how can you not say it? Once you look at the actions of you bojangling, buck dancing Negroes, and y'all marching in the street, y'all upset, y'all angry, y'all talking this Black Lives Matter crap. And what y'all really need to do, and I know y'all not going to like this, but at this point, it really doesn't make me any different. Because again, I've been proven right. Not that I have to be right, because I wish I was wrong. On this, I wish I was wrong. But y'all's behavior have proven me right. I told y'all this. And you Negroes are running around and y'all talking about Black Lives Matter. No, Black lives don't matter. And don't you niggas sit back and fix y'all, because I know when I say stuff like that, you got these Negroes, these no talent, low seated Negroes that I talk about, these Charlie Brown Negroes. You have them Negroes, whenever they hear me say something like that, they get an erection. Because now they can go make a video because they can't make it on anything else. The only thing these niggas can do is sit back and fuss and argue and try to bicker with somebody's opinion. So when I say Black lives really don't matter, they'll go out and make a video. I can't believe he said Black lives don't matter. Even though y'all's behavior say the very same thing. How so? Let me explain. I'm glad you asked. The young boy who was shot point blank range in the alley, black. The young girl who was doing her homework, struck by a stray bullet, black. Why, even the sister who played in y'all's second black president's inauguration, when he was inaugurated the second time, she played in the band that went there for his celebration, and she was from Chicago, went back to Chicago, playing in the playground, struck, shot, killed. No outcry, no protests, no Black Lives Matter, nothing. So by y'all's behavior, you're telling me that their life don't matter because they're black, but y'all don't have anything to say about it. Now, who y'all do have something to say about is your thugs. Now, here's where y'all gonna get really pissed off, and I know this. Because if we take the moment and make a roll call, let's make a roll call like they used to do in high school when the teacher called a roll to see who was all here. Let's take the roll call of these Negroes. We're going to take a Negro roll call. And why I say they're thugs. And not that I'm saying they're thugs. I mean, their behavior classifies them as thugs. What else do you want me to call them? I can't call them what y'all call them, which is angels, because they're not angels. Their behavior was not angelic. Trayvon Martin, a thug. A thug who his mom could not control. So she kicked the boy out the house, not once, not twice, numerous times. The last time she kicked him out the house when she couldn't control him because he wasn't listening to her anymore, he went to go stay with his dad, who, by the way, was staying with his girlfriend. Talk about family structure. And we know the end result of that. We ain't even got to go too far into that. We know what happened. End of story. Eric Garner, upon his own wife's admission, not mine, hers, he was a lazy bum. That's what she said on the morning political talk shows right after his death. They interviewed this woman and she admitted he was a lazy bum. Michael Brown. I mean, we've seen the video clip and I really get offended as a cigar aficionado. I'm really offended when they say, well, he was stealing cigars. No. Those are not cigars. That's garbage. That's paper mache wrapped up in some kind of synthetic shit that they give these Negroes to smoke. That's not a cigar that he was stealing. You don't sell fine cigars over the counter in an Arab store. We seen what Michael Brown was doing. The guy was a thug. He was a bully. The guy there in Baltimore, Gray, I can't remember his first name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Hell, a dope dealer. The reason why he ran from the cops is because they made eye contact and he knew that they knew he sold dope. And as I told y'all in one of my other videos, he had dope on him. So he ran. And now keep in mind now, y'all, he sold dope to black people. Laquan, breaking into the cars, running around with a knife. And then what you Negroes would do is y'all will take these individuals and y'all will surgically insert angel wings on them, placing a halo over their head, and you completely negate their behavior. And you make out as if these men were walking home from choir rehearsal, from a Bible study, and this cop just ran up on him and blasted him. That's the narrative that y'all paint. But y'all don't want us to take into consideration these are thugs. I know y'all not going to like that. I know y'all don't. But that's what these Negroes were. But see, y'all refuse to call them thugs. And y'all go out and y'all protest for thugs, dope dealers, people who terrorize black communities. This is who y'all go out and y'all protest for. But now your young children who haven't even been given a chance to live life, you bojangling, buck dancing Negroes don't have one word to say about them being victims of this thug nature, this thug culture that permeates the black community and damn near the black race. Not all of it, but a very large portion. And you Negroes will go out and y'all will protest for them. And then y'all have the mitigated gall to come to me and say, well, brother, how can you say that black lives don't matter? Nigga, you said black lives don't matter because you don't have nothing to say about these young children that's getting gunned down by these savages. And you black men, I'm telling you, I've said this. I'm tired of saying this is something else that I say in all my videos. They're not smart. They're not the brightest bulb on the tree. They are not the sharpest knife in the drawer by any stretch of the imagination. And what these black men do is they become butthurt whenever they hear somebody who does not toe the party line, who does not sip the cyanide-laced purple Kool-Aid, who does not buy into the liberal narrative. These Negroes become butthurt and they will spend their every waking moment bickering and arguing with that person about their opinion, why they share their opinion. This is just how dumb they are. You Negroes are upset over Laquan and y'all sitting here and y'all talking about, well, you know, the cop shot him 16 times. I know you Negroes. See, when I hear that, you know, if you've ever fired an automatic weapon, I mean, the name pretty much speaks for itself. It's an automatic. Once you pull that trigger, it's going to empty the cartridge. It's going to empty whatever is in the chamber. Now, once you pull your fingers off the trigger, it'll stop shooting. But once you pull that trigger, it's a wrap. In 16 shots, what? 3 seconds? Tops? And you're not taking into consideration that this person's adrenaline is pumping. No, y'all make it out like this dude was shooting a musket. Where he had to put the gunpowder in it, pack it down, put the ball in it, pack it down and shoot. And then he shot him 16 times. Then you can have an argument. But when you're shooting an automatic weapon, come on, Negro, stop. That's not even no argument. And then what y'all don't want to do is y'all don't want to take into consideration the fact that, wait a minute, listen, this dude was high on PCP, breaking into cars, and he had a knife on him. Now, none of that is taken into, none of that is considered when they deal with the shooting, because it doesn't matter. This is what the Negro will tell you. It don't matter. It don't matter that he was high, then that means that he obviously was not in his right mind, which, I got to be fair and balanced like Fox News. I mean, how much of a mind could he have had in the first place? So now we just compounding the issue when we put the fact that he was taking dope. So now he's out of his mind. He's not listening to lawful commands from an officer, drop the weapon, get on the ground. No, he's going to keep walking and keep moving around. And then when they light his ass up, y'all want to protest because now y'all can cry out, this is the ongoing legacy of slavery. This is institutionalized racism. This is because he was black. They're hunting black men down in the streets of America. Look at the stats. Look at the stats. That's all you have to do. Once you look at the stats, you will understand who is hunting who down in the streets of America. But that don't fit the white liberal narrative. So you Negroes ignore that. And y'all march for justice for Laquan. Y'all don't take nothing else into consideration, and here you have yet another black thug. A thug who's breaking into cars, high on dope. And I'm going to say this, and I know y'all not going to like it. If the guy was high on dope, I would venture to say he sold it. That's just where I'm at. But because that don't fit the liberal narrative. And this is where I have this is where I really have to come down hard on the pro-blacks. These pro-black, back to Africa, bojangling, buck dancing, ignorant ass Negroes who are always running around talking about the structure of white supremacy. The ongoing legacy of slavery. That's what this is. Yet, in all of these cities, every last one of them, the administration is ran by Democrats. Y'all know I was coming here. Y'all had to know that. They're ran by Democrats, top to bottom. Democratic mayors who control the police departments, who also have a Democrat as a police chief. Democratic school boards that don't educate your children. Top to bottom, you find nothing but that party that you Negroes love, that party that y'all support 98% in every fucking election, that party that y'all cry crocodile tears over. That's the same party that is running these cities where you Negroes, according to y'all's narrative, are being gunned down by cops. But yet it's still every single election cycle, you Negroes go out and y'all co-sign your own death warrant, your death certificate, because you Negroes go out in every election and put them right back in office. Rahm Emanuel just got through winning his second term thanks to you Negroes. Now y'all upset with him. Y'all want him to resign. We want him to resign. Well, why didn't y'all go? He hasn't changed. He was a buffoon when he was working with y'all's buffoonish ass second black president. But y'all voted for him. Y'all like him. Y'all put him back in office. They run these cities where y'all are being, according to y'all narrative, gunned down by cops. How do y'all explain supporting a political party, a political candidate who runs the very same police department that y'all say is hunting y'all like animals in the streets of America, yet this same party is who y'all cry crocodile tears over, who y'all go out in every major election, putting them right back in the office. Y'all support them. y'all love them, y'all embrace them, yet and still, what you Negroes will say is it's because of racism. Not them. They have nothing to do with it. It's like, and I'm going to close with this. It's like what you heard from you bojangling, buck dancing, ignorant ass Black Lives Matter buffoons in Baltimore. Now, top to bottom in Baltimore, it's a black administration. It's a chocolate city. Top to bottom, starting with Elijah Comstain, who is the congressman for that district or that ward where the riots took place. He's been there since the 90s. A bald-headed shine as a congressman, black. You got a black mayor. You got a black police chief. You have a majority black city council. The police department, a lot of y'all on there. But yet when you ask those Negroes there in Baltimore, what's wrong, Negro? What's the problem here in Baltimore? You know what they'll say? White racism. The ongoing legacy of slavery. Institutionalized racism. This is what they'll say because this is what the white liberal who controls these Negroes tell them to say. That's the reason why I highlighted for you in that photo of those white liberals holding that sign of Laquan. Those are all white folk. Go back and look at it. White liberals. And I've been telling you, again, this is something I've been telling y'all a lot of my videos about this white liberal, but you bojangling, buck dancing, ignorant Negroes do not listen. You can't explain this to y'all. The hypocrisy is blatant. This is the reason why, Negro, no one takes your movement serious. I don't know what else to tell you. The hypocrisy is obvious. Ray Charles could see this. Stevie Wonder could see this. The hypocrisy is blatant. For you bojangling, buck dancing Negroes to sit back and talk about justice for Laquan, a high dope selling, dope taking Negro who's breaking in people's cars, running around with a knife. Y'all asking for justice for Laquan. But now all of those young children who were murdered and struck with stray bullets, the young guy who got shot right there, point blank range because they mad at his daddy, right there in the same city. You don't hear nothing from you Negroes. That's the reason why no one takes your movement serious.